We told you we'd be back.
We want to hear you enjoying yourself.
You're in big trouble, mister.
W3L. W3L.
We are only days away from Remedy, and the news broke yesterday that Wrestling Showdown Champion Drew Marshall will be out indefinitely. He has suffered a hand injury while training for his scheduled match against Hugo Harris and will require up to 6 weeks off to allow the tendons to heal. Many have been speculating about what this means for Remedy and the Wrestling Showdown Championship, so we will have the answers for you this week on Wrestling Showdown.
I've been down this road before. I'll give my all and settle the score. I know the battle's mine. I'll stand alone. I'm never gonna change my way. Whoa, we're never tired of running. Whoa, we're never tired of hiding. We like to lead on the fear in your eyes. Hey, another round, another time we were born for this. Whoa, we're never tired of kidding. Whoa, we're never tired of flying. We're like a demon coming back to life. Hey, not a trace, we're leaving in the shadows.
Welcome once again to the longest running weekly wrestling show on YouTube, W3L Wrestling Showdown. With only 48 hours to go until Remedy, things have been shaken up by Drew Marshall's injury. Things that include the man that we're about to see.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring and accompanied by his personal security, the heavier felony Roddy Shaw, he is the most handsome man in professional wrestling, Hugo Harris.
Hello everybody, I am Stevie Wizard, alongside the man who last week truly excelled himself, and this week used a completely different office package. It's Simon G Money.
Well, Stevie, I'm all about Google Sheets this week. Much better for me. And of course, we've got all the speculation about what it means at Remedy with Drew Marshall relinquishing his championship. Well, let that speculation end right now, because look at this man. He's going there anyway. And because that match was his, it's inauguration time. Well done, Hugo. Well deserved.
Well, it's true that Drew Marshall will indeed be at Remedy and he will indeed relinquish the title. He is injured, he's badly injured the tendons in his hand, so he's going to be out for a number of weeks, unable to compete. So unfortunately for him and indeed all his fans, he will have to relinquish the Wrestling Showdown Championship. And you know, you're right, Hugo Harris, upon hearing that, has claimed that this injury makes him the Wrestling Showdown Champion by default. But I'm not sure that's the case, Simon. He's saying it, but I don't think that's what's going to be happening at Remedy.
Well, what other possible thing could happen? He'd earned his opportunity. Drew Marshall accepted that challenge from Hugo Harris, and now he can't compete. Therefore, it's a forfeit. Therefore, it means new champion right here.
Well, it was 3 weeks ago right here on Wrestling Showdown, and you're right, Harris did indeed challenge Marshall for the title, but said he'd only do it on a box office event, he'd only do it at Remedy, and obviously events have conspired to prevent that match from happening.
How smart was it of him to wait until Remedy? He must have been pre-cognizant.
You know, was that, he's very lucky. Let's go back to Fiona.
And introducing his opponent, he is the Bulgarian Baker, Positor Banamir.
Honestly, Stevie, I have no idea how she pronounces that name every week. But here we have a man who always rises to the occasion. It's the Bulgarian Baker.
Indeed, a man who has tackled Rory Shaw, who we see at ringside, who's most notably back at the four-way at Old Year's Fight. He's battled him before, obviously, right here on Wrestling Showdown, actually, the end of November. And the Bulgarian Baker will be a tough opponent for anyone, very unorthodox, as I'm sure any W3L fan will attest. Now, there is a bit of history in this contest. This is a rematch from Showdown at the start of December, because as you will know, Simon, when the Baker returned to W3L, he went on a bit of a winning streak, and that winning streak was ended by Hugo Harris. And so the Baker's been looking to redress the balance, if you will, So when he got the opportunity to face Hugo Harris, he was more than happy to go for it. He's jumped at the chance. And of course, in the past couple of days, all of that has changed because Harris's focus, you would have thought, would have been on Drew Marshall. Now, his match with Drew Marshall definitely will not be taking place. I question, Simon, is he fully focused on the Bulgarian Baker in this week's contest?
Well, I feel like the Bulgarian Baker is the least of his worries because he's got a coronation to look forward to. Hugo Harris is going to get through this match and he's going to steamroll this man like flatbread.
So it is quite nice seeing the Baker still here as part of his extended tour. Normally it's always a bit of a flying visit. He flies into the country for our northern tours and flies out again, but he's been sticking around and he's had mixed success, of course. Again, he beat Rory Shaw here on Wrestling Showdown. Didn't quite get what he wanted in the four-way Old Years fight for, you will remember, Simon, the Wrestling Showdown title. Of course, Iron Drew Marshall was champion at that time, and as we've mentioned, at Remedy this Saturday, only 2 days away, he will relinquish that Wrestling Showdown title due to injury. Not something anybody would have wanted. I think, and you wrestle, Simon, or so you claim, if you're going to lose a title, surely you want to lose to the better man, not have to give it up due to injury, right?
No, you're absolutely right. When you're in the ring and you're holding championship gold, one of the things you want to do is you want to defend that with everything you have. And it's always painful to have to relinquish a championship in any other way than being pinned or submitted in the middle of the ring. So, as much as it hurts me to say, I actually do have empathy for Iron Drew in this situation.
We'll be seeing Iron Drew Marshall at Remedy. He will be there in person. Obviously, Hugo Harris will be there as well. And we have a new match for Remedy, which we'll tell you about a little later on. We have an exciting new addition to the W3L roster. We'll reveal that at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. But if you like dynamic wrestlers, we've got one for you, but more than that later on. Is the Baker knocking down Hugo Harris with that shoulder block. As Harris going to the floor there. Baker getting a chant of bread going.
Trying to get this audience to rise up with him.
And certainly, and Harris just taking his time, look, ordering Rory Shaw around. Now, of course, Rory Shaw is the hired help, he's the personal security, as Harris just caught him with that forearm. We saw Hera become the ally of Hugo Harris, who, lovely bit of athleticism there, as he vaults into the ring. But wait a minute.
Oh! Oh, just turned that flat bread into slap bread.
Oh, right in the mouth. I don't want to be eating that. Oh, well, if you talk about leaving a bitter taste in somebody's mouth, Simon, that's exactly what this is going to be.
Well, if I was Hugo Harris, I wouldn't want none of that.
We saw Hugo Harris allying with Hera back at the Great Winter Bash in November. She has been out, but she will be back, we are told.
Hugo's on wobbly legs. Oh,
down he goes, face first. Oh, calling for the little chef. And the Bulgarian Baker, I mentioned how unorthodox he is. And he really is, you'd never know what he's going to do, you can't prepare for him. And look, here comes Shaw, who's stolen the little chef.
That's right, readdress that balance, Rory. Little Chef has been out of business for years.
Reverse neck breaker. Now that's how dangerous. Oh wait, covers 1, 2. That's how dangerous Hugo Harris is. As Rory Shaw was distracting the Baker, he drop kicked him right in the back, hit the reverse neck breaker.
You can never turn your back on Hugo Harris.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing we've been doing to Iron Drew Marshall at Remedy, had that match still been going ahead. Obviously, sadly, due to Marshall's injury, it will not. Just take this opportunity to thank you for joining us on this episode. Remember to like and subscribe so you never miss any of this amazing W3L action. And of course, head to W3Lwrestling.com and get what tickets are left for Remedy coming up this Saturday in Grangemouth, just 2 days away. It's an event you want to see live and in person, because nothing beats seeing W3L live. And Rory Shaw will be seeing double after hitting that post. Wait, a roll up. 1, 2. Bread roll, no doubt, Simon.
Did the little chef just break up that pin?
It looks very like it. He dove into the ring.
But now, right now, he's got his neck right over the ropes. And that's going to leave him feeling a little bit sour, though.
So rolling neck snap, shades of the late Mr. Perfect.
Oh, the belly just tapped out.
I don't think that actually counts, Simon. Certainly it's referee's discretion anyway. What has he got in mind? And he gets some height on that elbow drop. That was not to be.
Not to be. He was really aiming for the bread basket there at the Baker. But can the Baker rally?
Well, apparently he can. Blocking these shots, firing back. Baker no slouch. He's got those as he stirs it up. Just how he's got such strong arms. Think of the muscles he's gained by stunning yeast and dough constantly.
I was going to say, if you ever tried to roll out dough, that is hard work.
Yes, here comes the Baker's buns. Right in the face of Hugo Harris. Damaging that pretty face, and that's his words, not mine. Oh, kicking away at Rory Shaw. Very wise as well. You know, the personal security will get involved. He's been well worth the money that he gets paid. And the Baker... Ah, hang on! He's grabbed the foot! Wait, no, not like this! Harris has just stole the win!
Oh, what a victory ahead of his coronation at Remedy.
Shaw doing a number on the Baker, there's absolutely no need. We know that Harris is going to be at Remedy. There's no guarantee he's going to get the title. This is obscene. So let's get out of here. Let's go to a preview of Remedy.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm just starting to enjoy this. Don't cut away.
It's this Saturday, January 31st, at the Sealock Centre in Grangemouth will be W3L Remedy, and this is going to be a card that you absolutely do not want to miss.
We've got our 6-man tag team match with the Commune versus Looking Sharp, TJ Rage, and a debuting Thomas Blood.
Chris Renfrew puts the breakout championship on the line against the contract of Sammy Sparks. And let's not forget, this will be a chairs match.
And of course, I and Drew Marshall will be forfeiting the Showdown Championship, and we know that Hugo Harris is going to become your new champion at Remedy.
Women's champion Ruby Roberts will defend against a former champion, the Misfit, Moxie Malone.
And it's going to be rodeo time as Tim Strange takes on Saqib Ali at Remedy.
You can get your tickets by going to W3LWrestling.com and you're able to see the event in the coming weeks on Hooked on Wrestling TV. But we mentioned a bonus match with an exciting new addition to the roster, and it's going to be this guy.